morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? I'm George, prime driver, if you guys haven't known by now. But I'm talking today because I got a drive tire blowout. What to do when you get into a tire blowing out. This is what I do. I don't know what anybody else does. I've had plenty of tire blowouts when I'm my previous company where they would retread tires, and whoever did the retreads really sucked. I have four tire blowouts in a month at the previous company I worked for. So what I do, like, we had a steer blowout. Luckily my co-driver was driving and he knew what to do. But what we do is you try not to panic. Obviously that's hard because you hear a big boom and you don't know what's going on. So what I do is I hear you're gonna hear the noise. It's loud. You just hold on to that steering wheel and don't hit the brakes. Hold on to the steering wheel. I try to control the truck. Try to keep it steady, and then slowly or gradually brake into the breakdown lane, or the shoulder, how you guys call it. In Northeast in Massachusetts, we call it the breakdown lane. Because if you break down, that's where you go. That's the lane you take. So it's a breakdown lane. I don't care about when anybody says shoulder. So you just try to keep calm. Look at your trailer real quick, find out where you are, see if there's any cars behind you or next to you, and just try to work your way to the right slowly. No need to panic. I know it's the first reaction is to panic, but just try to keep thinking in your head, if I get a blowout, I'm gonna relax. Make sure the car is next to me, make sure I'm clear to change lanes if I have to, and slowly come to a stop on the shoulder breakdown lane. That is what I recommend. I mean, a lot of people will panic or probably slam on the brakes, jerk the wheel, maybe lose control, jackknife, especially on a steer tire. What I was told was, on your steer tires, if you have a blowout on your steer tire, hit the gas before you hit the brake. Hitting the gas will get the engine to rock and kind of help you also maintain control, because when that steer tire goes, your steering wheel is gonna go whichever direction the tire was, and you're gonna try to hold it and trying to maintain control. You're better off hitting the gas, get the control that you need, and then slowly again go to your breakdown lane, not slamming on the brakes. If you get a steer blowout and you slam on the brakes, it's gonna shoot you whichever way the tire blew. So if it blows on your left, on your driver's side, you're gonna wanna not slam on the brakes, because you're gonna shoot across to the other lane and you probably kill somebody or kill yourself. No one's on that side or on the passenger side. So hit the gas if you get a steer blowout, control the steering wheel as much as you can, and then slowly, once you have everything under control, hit the brake, slow down to your breakdown lane. That's what I recommend doing if you have a blowout. Now, I just said I had a blowout a couple of days ago. So my tires had about 100. I had two tires that haven't been replaced. They've been in the truck since they were original. So they had about 265,000 miles on them. They were good in tread. They weren't 230 seconds. They were about 730 seconds of an inch. So I got really good life out of them. Obviously you gotta rotate them when at least every 100,000 miles you gotta rotate them. I try to rotate them every time I thought about it. Maybe every other oil change or every oil change. But what I've noticed on the tires were they were starting to dry rot. Starting getting cracks in the treads, and I knew I was gonna replace them before the winter, because I've already replaced. Out of the 6 tires on my tractor, I've already replaced 4, including steers and 2 of my drives. These were the last 2 that I needed to replace, and I was like, you know what? I'll wait till the summer and get brand new rubbers, brand new tires for the winter. So I get the, I'm like, 7,000. I still got plenty of meat. So I kept driving. Well, the dry rot was, I don't know if I want to say that was the cause of that blowout, because I was going through a lot of construction. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, I worked at a Honda dealer and I knew I had to replace the tires. And I was like, you know what? In July, I'm taking 2 weeks off. I probably would have done it then. Probably would have done it at the end of summer. It was gonna get done. And but going through that construction site, man, I think I must have picked something up. Well, not me, my co-driver must have picked something up, and the tire blew. So now I'm getting 2 tires. I had to get a rim because on the super singles, when you get a flat and you're driving, that rim hits the ground, and you don't want to use that rim again unless you have if you have a slow leak and the tire never went flat and you have to replace the tire, then you could use the rim. But if you got a blowout and the tire hits the road, just get a new rim. And so I got a new rim and 2 new drive tires right now. I did notice the tread is different. I guess they're using a different tire. It was a Michelin Energy that the truck came with, and now they put a Michelin X1 grip. It's supposed to grip better. It looks like a beefier tire. I don't know if that's gonna help me with the MPGs in the truck or it's gonna hurt me, but definitely nose here. You could definitely hear them in the truck, which is stupid. But that's what Prime puts on. That's what I gotta do. And then so the 2 tires, in case you didn't know, you always want to make sure you have same tread on the tire across from each other. So even though I put 1 tire on and the other tire was still good, you still want to put 2 on the same tread in each axle, I'd say, just for better grip, even grip, and the tires don't wear out faster than the other. But yeah, that is my tire. It was on the passenger side front drive, so when it blew up, it tore up the front tire. That's like a hard plastic mud flap, maybe. Knocked that out of the way, messed up my APU, broke my with the tire spinning around, hit the APU, messed up my fuel filter and fitting. Obviously, as soon as I came out and I saw the damage to the APU, before my co-driver shut the truck off, I hit the switch on the APU, because I looked at it and I could see stuff against the belts for the APU. So I was like, shit, this can't run. So I shut it off. And now I'm at Springfield. Be here 4 or 5 days because they're so backed up all the time. So I gotta sit here. I gotta pay for a hotel for 5 days, which is whatever, it's trucking. I do have to pay $1,000 deductible because that's gonna go through a claim. So, things when you sign the lease, something happens. You have a deductible if you're gonna set a claim for it. Because of the APU, I'm gonna set a claim for it. For just the tire, I wouldn't care, but I don't know how much it's gonna cost to fix the APU. And if you're leasing at Prime and it's hard for you to pay $1,000 deductible, something's wrong with how you're running your business, because it's not always take money and spend it. It's take money and save it for things like this, for trucking. It's trucking is what we do, and not every money you make is for you. So you gotta save it, put some into the business. So $1,000 deductible, 2 tires, a rim. While I'm here, I got the front tires rotated and balanced. The front tires just get crisscrossed, I believe. And I got the 2 new tires in the rear, and I rotated the tires too in the back. So pretty much, the very important thing that people need to do, and it's so easy with Prime, always check your tire pressures on your tire pressure gauge before you head out, after the truck's been sitting for a while, and just make sure the tire pressures are all where they were the day before or the day before. You want to check it when the tire is cold. That's why I say before you take off. The truck has to be sitting for at least 4 hours before the tire could be considered cold. It's so easy to check on your tire gauge here at Prime. At other companies, you gotta get out there, stick a gauge in each tire, come back, and it's so easy. And I hope people do it. I hope people check the tires. Proper tire maintenance, like tire pressures, rotation, it will get you the longest life you can on your tires. Simple things, and if you need to set tire pressure, stop at a Love's in the morning, roll up to the tire pass and get them set. If you don't feel like you want to set them, get them set through there, and they'll do it gladly, and we have it is free through Prime to do it, so shouldn't be a problem. It even helps you out sometimes when the fuel islands are crazy busy and you just try to get fuel and go. Just go to the tire pad. They say sometimes I need a tire pad. They'll come check your tires when you fill up and just keep rolling. But yeah, everybody, be safe out there. If you get a tire blowout, just try to stay as calm as possible. Try to control the truck and then slow down to a safe spot on the road. Whether there's a breakdown lane, whether there's an empty mall parking, a gas station that has room for a truck, whatever it is, just get off the road and be safe out there, and try not to panic. It's not, oh, am I gonna get a tire blowout? It's not if I'm gonna get it, it's when. Like accidents in a truck, you try to avoid them as much as you can, but you might get a little fender bender, you might knock someone's mirror off, you might hit someone's trailer. Just try to be calm and try to do your job as calm as possible and as safe as possible, and you'll be okay. All right, be safe out there, guys, and I hope you guys don't get a tire blowout. Bye.